The English Slice, Episode 2, Famous Movie Restaurants in New York City That Still Exist. Stay till the end. 10 useful words and phrases are waiting for you. Screenshot them. Hey there, you're listening to The English Slice, Episode 2. In this podcast, we explore the English language through the streets of New York, movies, fun stories, and cool places. Today, we're going to talk about 3 restaurants and cafes in New York City that have appeared in famous movies and shows. And yes, they're still open. But we're not just talking about food. We'll also talk about the scenes, the characters, and the stories that made these places famous. And don't forget, at the end of the episode, I'll give you 10 important words and phrases from today's show, so you can screenshot them and learn later. Ready? Let's go! 1. Joe's Pizza, where Spider-Man got fired and celebrities come hungry. Let's start with pizza. Of course. Remember the beginning of Spider-Man 2? Peter Parker is working as a pizza delivery guy. He runs through New York traffic, saves a few people, and still ends up late. Result? He gets fired. That scene happened at Joe's Pizza. But that's not the end of Joe's story. This place is not just a movie location, it's a real New York legend. And guess what? So many celebrities come here. I'm talking about Leonardo DiCaprio, Bill Murray, Jimmy Fallon, Kendall Jenner, Justin Bieber, Chris Rock. Yep, they all love it. Their photos are on the wall. If you're lucky, maybe you'll eat next to a movie star or someone who looks like one. Joe's Pizza opened in 1975 by Italian pizza master Joe Pizza. It's old school, thin crust, melted cheese, paper plates, no pineapple. Just pizza, no drama. What to try? The classic cheese slice. Price around $4 per slice, or $8 to $10 with a drink. Where the original shop is in Greenwich Village, a creative neighborhood with students, street musicians, and a lot of film history. They also have a restaurant downtown near the World Trade Center, just in case you get hungry near Wall Street. So yeah, eat like Spider-Man. Just try not to get fired. 2. Café Reggio. 3 different films, 1 legendary cafe. Inside Llewyn Davis, The Talented Mr. Ripley, The Marvellous Mrs. Maisel. Now let's have a coffee break with some cinema magic. Café Reggio is not just a cafe, it's a time machine with espresso. It opened in 1927, and it was one of the first cafes in the US to serve espresso from a machine. That machine is still inside, and it looks like it could launch a rocket. This cafe appeared in 3 very different stories, and that's what makes it so fun. First, Inside Llewyn Davis, a dark, poetic film by the Coen brothers. A lonely musician sits here with his guitar, his cat, and his dreams. If you like music, old New York, and quiet sadness, you'll love this movie. Then, The Talented Mr. Ripley, a stylish thriller with Matt Damon and Jude Law. In one scene, Ripley sits at Café Reggio, pretending to be someone he's not. It's all charm and tension, perfect for a smart, slow evening watch. And finally, The Marvellous Mrs. Maisel, a fast, funny, colorful TV series. The main character, Midge, sits here talking about life, men, and her comedy career. If you're learning English, this show is gold. Fast dialogue, New York slang, and perfect style. What to try? Cappuccino, tiramisu, or the Nutella latte. Price, $7.12 for a drink and dessert, $15.20 if you go for pasta or panini. Where, Greenwich Village again, full of jazz, bookstores, poets, and people who say macchiato like they mean it. Whether you're in the mood for romance, mystery, or stand-up comedy, Café Reggio is already in the movie. 3. Katz's Delicatessen. The sandwich scene heard around the world. When Harry Met Sally. Now, the sandwich that became a star. In When Harry Met Sally, there's that scene. Sally, played by Meg Ryan, proves a point, loudly. And the woman at the next table says the iconic line, "I'll have what she's having." Boom, movie history. But the movie is more than just one famous scene. It's smart, warm, funny, and full of great conversations about love, friendship, and timing. If you've never watched it, watch it with tea and a sandwich. Perfect rainy evening combo. Katz's opened in 8088. Yes, 19th century. And it's still one of the most popular places in New York. Presidents, rappers, actors, they've all eaten here. And their photos are all over the walls. What to try? The pastrami sandwich. Thick-cut smoked meat, mustard, rye bread. Simple. Legendary. Price, around $25 to $35 per sandwich. Yes, it's a bit pricey, but it's huge. One sandwich is easily enough for 2 people. Where? Lower East Side, an old New York neighborhood with immigrant history, cool murals, and that classic city energy. Come for the sandwich, stay for the atmosphere. Just maybe don't reenact the movie scene. People are eating. 10 useful words and phrases. Screenshot now. 1. Get fired. To lose your job because you were late or did something wrong. He gets fired. That happens at Joe's Pizza. 2. Thin crust, flat and crispy pizza base. Thin crust, melted cheese, paper plates, no pineapple. 3. Melted cheese. Hot, soft, liquid cheese. Thin crust, melted cheese, paper plates, no pineapple. 4. Launch. To start or send something powerful, like a rocket. The espresso machine looks like it could launch a rocket. 5. Tension. Nervous energy or suspense in a moment. It's all charm and tension. 6. Scene. A part of a movie or show. That scene happened at Joe's Pizza. 7. Smoked meat. Meat cooked slowly with smoke for flavor. Thick-cut smoked meat. Mustard, rye bread. 8. Rye bread. Dark bread made from rye grain. Thick-cut smoked meat, mustard, rye bread. 9. Reenact. To repeat or perform something again, often from film or history. Maybe don't reenact the movie scene. 10. Murals. Large wall paintings, usually outside. Lower East Side with immigrant history, cool murals. That's it for today's Slice of New York. If you enjoyed this episode, listen again and try to repeat some of the phrases. New episodes every Tuesday and Friday. Thanks for listening, and remember, English is better when it's fun and a little delicious.